Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
And he's definitely a defensive coordinator and a defense's nightmare because his 4.5 speed allows him to break out of a pocket and hurt a team with his legs running downfield. But he really keeps his eyes downfield and wants to throw the football first. Puts a defense in a heck of a spot. Do you go after him or do you fall back? Either way, he wins.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Play fake, Mariota. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. Blue line. Blue line.
They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now back out comes the offense. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
And now running right through it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a down there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on 1st down. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using...
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but still for not on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Leopard!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 2 yards on the completion at second down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Mariota now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Mariota looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Johnson, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Space to run past the 20. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fielded at the 20. Oh, now he bowls him over. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker?
Yeah, those two.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again, this is Kamara, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mariota now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. First down, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of
Automatic first down.
situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they'll go on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So an agile move, but not a big gain. Down right near the 25. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jeff Swaim, 31 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hopefully one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. Mariota to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Jukes by again. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And give them a gain of 37. 4 seconds. 3 seconds.
Oh man, a force advance.
They're not ready. The cards. Find out.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Come with that baloney. Yeah, they call me the man. Right. Man, my little slot wide receiver is a shit's middle, son. Joink. Come on. Got him. Big old snacks. Get the boost. Bills are kind of tough. You don't be saying, do you now? Think he's talking to you. Skull. Mike muted or what?
Yeah.
Love for the bankroll. Get your big ass down. Skull.
I'm back once again for revenge. Alright, now try to do what you were trying to do.
Call somebody?
What? I don't know. I'm gonna call my phone.
Because I tried to call you. I need to call you. Yeah, it worked. Because last time it didn't ring. It just said that thing. It just said that you can't talk something.
Alright. Alright. Sometimes it's kind of tough playing back to backs, but here I go. Give me that. Tripping. What'd I do? What'd I do? Man, I try to not do anything because I thought it was 2 viewers. I thought Mace was watching me, and I can't be showing that nigga my plays. Might as well wrap them up already. Might as well wrap them up already.
Sissy, go get your shoes.
That's big time win. Go get you something. One of them fruit bars. You don't need the fruit bars. Huh? What? The after apple, strawberry, blueberry, and some other one. Go see. Eat something. No. Yeah. Where's Chip at? Uh-oh. Picking with cheatery. Oh, I got safety. I got safety there. He tried to cheat me. Oh, no. Oh, with the one. Come on, man. Gotta stop that. Thank you. To the back, to the 5. Thank you. Come again. Right, go that way. Go that way. Yep. All was right. Hold the line. Don't nobody want to come face this D. Come on, miss. I can't hear you. Oh, the toe tackle lives. Damn, toe tackle.
Big baby's here. No, I'm big here. Shoes on.
Hey, hut.
He's here.
Ooh.
Mama, big baby's here.
Okay.
No, hey, baby. And go get his shoes.
Hey, no. Get off of that. Ooh. Ooh. Huh. Come on, fumble that. Kirby. Drink of water. Which one to hold it for? Give me that.
Put it in there. Dad, Savannah's trying to hide it, open it. Dad, Savannah, open it.
Savannah, no.
She's hiding so she can open it.
Sure will. Ooh. The Buffalo Bulls. Oh, let's go at it. Come on. couldn't hold anything back. Chloe, stop. Boom. Gave it the boot. Man. Oh, grab that. Uh-oh, Tommy, you already over there with the boo-boo? Hold the line, hold the line. Do that. What, just sit down. Man, I got like 10 interceptions in the past in the playoffs. That one you no, I didn't see. Hold on. Come on, man, my thumb was faster than theirs. Two, pat. Hey. What?
She's trying to get it off. Because she put it both holes.
Put it in the wrong hole. Hey. She had to put her backpack on and she put one hand through the part where you hang it at. You know how it got kind of a hole where you can hang it at? Yeah, she starts panicking. What the hell's going on? Oh, what? Now what?
I'm coming. Don't mean my foot.
So it's being mean to you or what?
I'm coming with me. That one?
There.
Chloe. And my papa.
Who is me? Yeah. I never thought. Oh, that dude tackled me. Or did you? Your shoes off, girl.
You're the chance to go now.
Your shoes off. Oh, couldn't spin on us? Couldn't hit the spin cycle? I guess you want to throw into Clifford Franklin. Wow. Uh-oh, who's 14-2, Mace? The regular season champ. Right there, boy. Y'all know nothing about that. Wow. What y'all want to do with it? How y'all want to do it? Huh? I thought that was going to be open, didn't y'all? Take the time. Run it. Run it. Run it. Where you at, Jeremy? Boy, everybody's there.
Sean's at Jeremy's house.
Yeah. This is my last one before I gotta go to class with Chloe. Hey, hut. It was a good hit. Let's go with another interception down here in the red zone. Another red zone interception. Fair enough. It was Nanya. Oh, we did that. Come on, man. No. Came back and got it and turned on a dime. The cheater. The cheater. Man, how's that on me? Man, just waited for me for something. It's on me. Come on, man.
That's you got it.
Dude, here. And my D's got hurt again. Dang, man. Or will he? Wide open right there, boy. What you know about that, boy? Damn it. Who's watching me? Mace, you watching me? Quit watching me, man. Hey! Oh!
Daddy.
Damn it. All that time I wasted. I know, one drink. Put it in the trash. Wait a minute. Not much time.
Daddy. Yes. Daddy.
Keep it going that way. Keep it going that way. Please keep it going that way. Oh. Fuck. Hi. Run into him.
Baby shark.
Baby shark. Never heard of it.
Again?
Here.
Baby shark?
That's the only time I'm gonna do it, so you better keep it on there. You be sleeping it and trying to come to me to open it. I don't wanna hurt it. Go, it's too loud, go. Maybe, where's Chip at? Chip need to bring his ass home. Oh, we had it. Hold on to the ball, boy. What's wrong with you? I had to slow down. Your shorts?
My phone's
Oh, that's my dude. Don't worry about him.
Is my phone $700? Is my phone $700?
No. What are you talking about? Somebody watching you, Tony, or what? Is somebody watching you, or what? Is somebody watching you? You should play. Could be in the. I'm looking right now. Let me see. Hey, come on, man. What's going on here? Okay. Don't want to play? Okay. Okay. Come on, right tackle. What are you doing? Go ask Isaiah where the charger is at to the control.
It's in my room.
13-3 versus 9-7. Thank you. Don't do it, Tommy. Let's go. So you say. Push that pile, push that pile. I bet they're like, oh, Mike Dees is hurt, Mike Dees is hurt, man. Got his back, I got the back door right here. The dog is 90 overall. 91, 90, something like that. What? Oh, we stayed. What a time, Tardy, what a time. Hoop. Think you're gonna have an excuse on why you lost. I was almost there. I was almost there. Oh, the stat would have been nasty. Daddy. Gotta make him take this field goal right here. Or be the interception. Oh. I know you looking at me. Come on, 64, hold that. Took you to 92. Hold that. I was busted right there. Yeah. What time is it, Chloe?
4:55.
4:55?
No, 4:45. Sorry.
Girl, which one?
45.
Relax, Tony, relax. Take a breather. Oh my God. I got the wind at my back, don't I? Yeah, of course Maddie would do me like that. The wind's against me. Okay, that's probably why he threw it messed up. The wind's against me. Buddy. Oh, and a face mask. Cheaters. The cheatery. I gotta come up big here. Holding on them. That's it. Cool. Let's go, defense. Show up. Spiking it. Yes, way. Look at these dudes. What are these dudes trying to do to me, Tony? What are they trying to do to me? Let's go! Let's go! Whoa! Oh! Don't panic! Time to play D! 3 interceptions for that dude. Player of the game. Let's go! Dundada. You could call the timeout. Bum ass Buffalo. That bullshit. That's it for me. Tune in to the conference championship. What? Did I lose? Thank you, one viewer.